Good morning, Ian Koniak here, and today I'm going to share a quality which I believe makes the biggest difference between a good performer and the very, very best performer in sales. And from what I've seen selling for a long time and from observing and getting mentored from other top performers is that the best of the best are fearless in every stage of the sales cycle. Fearlessness is often what separates the good from the great. So let's talk about fearlessness and how that manifests throughout a sales cycle. To start off, being fearless in the early stages means that you're not afraid to pick up the phone or connect directly with senior executives. A lot of people believe they may not be able to add enough value to the C-suite, a CEO of a company, a CFO, or they have to get it perfect when they send that email or call. And the reality is you don't. You just need to be persistent the same way you would be with any manager or director with that same senior executive. And a lot of times they're not used to that, and they're gonna be really surprised that you're so persistent and welcome it, because those are the qualities that they know they want in partners that are really looking out for them. So not being afraid to really reach out in the first place and persist with your follow-up to senior executives. The second thing is when you are meeting with an executive during discovery, not being afraid to challenge potentially the way they're doing things today, challenging the status quo. Maybe they have a project you want to work on, maybe there's an opportunity and you think it's not the right opportunity. Maybe you think they're not thinking big enough, or maybe there's areas that they're not looking at that are really important. I would say to anyone listening, if you're challenging senior executives with the way they're thinking and it's legitimate in terms of the areas that you're bringing up that they need to pay attention to, if that's stuff that's going to help their business they're not seeing, they're going to look at you as a trusted advisor by being able to challenge them in their way of thinking, rather than just taking whatever requirements they're giving you and saying, yep, we can do this, we can't do this. How about saying you're looking at the wrong thing altogether? Before you look at this project, you need to look at this, which will move the needle even more than what you're currently evaluating. The third area is actually challenge for fearlessness is fearless closing. When you know you've done everything right, when you know you've given them a solid proposal with a good business case, and it's truly going to help their customers and their employees and their bottom line through what you're selling, don't be afraid to go in and hard close. And when I say hard close, what I mean is ask for the business. Say, look, we've done everything up to this point. What is it that will move the deal forward for you to be able for us to begin working together? I know you need this. Your people know you need this. Let's figure out a way to get it done, right? We're all in this together. So that kind of once you've gotten to that point and you've earned the right to really ask for the business, going hard and continuing to follow up is really important. And that takes a level of fearlessness, because a lot of times people are afraid that they're going to piss someone off if they're too aggressive or they'll lose the deal. We're not talking about being aggressive or being a douchebag. We're talking about doing the right thing for the client when you understand their business and when you know exactly that your product or service is going to help them move the needles on the areas that matter most to them. And then the last area is look, hey, if your champion or your executive's not getting anywhere, and you're not seeing any movement, not being afraid to go above their head and make some phone calls and really go after other people because there's a bottleneck with people you're working at. Those are all components of fearlessness, which are super important in getting the deal. If you feel like you have nothing to lose by going for it, you know what? You do have nothing to lose. If you feel like you have everything to lose, then you're gonna put your hands out. It's like, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that. That's probably when you need to lean in. That's probably when you need to challenge yourself to step up and be the person you know you're capable of and do the difficult work, including getting out of your comfort zone and getting with leadership to make things happen where they need to when they're not moving. Fearlessness is everything, and I want everyone this week to be fearless in how you approach your business and your clients, especially when you're doing a service to them and you're helping their business by the diligent discovery that you've done. Have an awesome week. Take care.